Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We got a lot of great content on the way. If you guys haven't seen, we've been dropping videos every day, and there's a lot more lined up. You know, we keep it going. Cindy, how are you? Thank you for joining me this morning. Damn, I got something in my eye. So today, we are going to talk about the Outlaws and the Hells Angels. But we're going to talk about the Outlaws. And how ironic it is that I have an interview coming up with an outlaw and a Hell's Angel at the same time. First time ever, I believe, that the two factions have been on the same stream together. And guess what? I did it. A Hell's Angel and an outlaw having a conversation. A lot of people never thought they would see the day when that happened, but you will see it. So today, we are talking about this guy. This guy's from Georgia. He was arrested on felony domestic battery charges. This is all allegedly. He's from Georgia. He was in Panama City. You guys know where that is. He's from Georgia. He's an outlaw member, full patch member. The Bay County Sheriff's Office announced Friday that a Georgia man has been arrested on felony domestic battery. Law enforcement said early morning hours of May 2nd, deputies responded to Aqua View Motel. They said that they received reports of a battery on a female. When deputies arrived, the victim was visibly distressed and was bloody with significant bruising on her face. According to the deputies, the victim stated she got into a verbal argument with her fiancé, Robert Funderburk. During an argument with the victim, Funderburk became aggressive and allegedly hit her in the face with a closed fist. Law enforcement said they saw marks on the victim's neck that were consistent with being forcefully grabbed. Deputies added that there were indications were discovered, leading to investigators to believe the victim was choked. And then there was a loss of oxygen to the brain. Funderburk reportedly refused to leave the Air BnB. The police said they were able to get an arrest warrant quickly. Authorities said they were able to arrest Funderburk. Once investigators were allowed inside the room, they found bloody wrench, which is believed was used to strike the victim. They also found a towel covered in blood, And the investigation also uncovered Funderburk as an active member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club and was visiting from Georgia. Funderburk was arrested and charged with multiple counts of felony domestic battery. Funderburk was booked into the Bay County Jail. Here's a picture of him being arrested, and that's allegedly the Air BnB in back of him. This is all alleged. Maybe she tripped. You never know, right? Who knows? Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. That's right. Make sure you check out the Patreon. I got exclusive content on Patreon. You can't see anywhere else. You can only see it on Patreon. There's some things I can't play on YouTube, but Patreon defeats that little obstacle. So go check out Patreon and check out the interviews I've been dropping. The one with Thomas, I dropped the full interview yesterday. Shout out to Thomas. There's so many interviews I have. Shout out to Biker News Canada. I got another one with him coming. And these two dingleberries, the Twin Outlaw Brotherhood, they got a new club in their sights. You know, they've been going after the Mongols and the Outlaws. Well, guess who they're going after now? They are nuts. Crazy. Some people, you know, some people talk like they're involved with major clubs, and they're not. They're just not. Like, these two dingleberries are not involved with any clubs. And now they're going after the Sons of Silence. It's a bad move. Bad move. Stupid notified didn't let me know. Hey, hungover closer, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, that's crazy. Sometimes it does let you know when I'm live. Sometimes it doesn't. A lot of people tell me that. So we're going to talk about a prospect for the Hells Angels up in Canada. This guy, Kelowna, that's in British Columbia, up in Canada. This guy's a prospect for the Hells Angels. His name is Colin Bailey. So Colin Bailey was arrested in Kelowna in connection with human trafficking. Man believed to be involved with human trafficking operation in Ontario was apprehended in Kelowna on April 1st after Canada-wide warrant for his arrest of Colin Bailey. The search for Bailey, 36, began after the Niagara Regional Police Human Service Trafficking Unit in Ontario investigated alleged trafficking of a woman that took place around the cities of Toronto and Niagara Falls in 2024. In October 2024, Shashka El Habib, who is a full patch member of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, and Paisley Rose West Clement, was arrested in St. Catharines, Ontario, in relation to the investigation. At the time, police suspected a third individual, later determined to be Bailey, also involved in the human trafficking operation. Canada-wide warrant was issued for Bailey on criminal charges of assault, uttering threats to cause death. In a collaborative effort, the RCMP Strike Force team and the RCMP High Risk Offender Unit and members of the Kelowna RCMP, Bailey was located and arrested in Kelowna on April 1st. On April 5th, the BC Sheriff's Service escorted Bailey back to Ontario, where he was taken into custody. His arrest and return seamless, and the great work of all the agencies, said the BC RCMP in a statement on April 9th. The RCMP had previously described Bailey as a known prospect of the Killawana chapter of the Hells Angels. 2019, Bailey assaulted a man in Killawana after he was sentenced to 5 months in jail for that offense. We're going to talk about that one too. Now Bailey is being held in custody in Toronto pending a bail hearing, which is expected to take place on April 6th. Due to the nature of the investigation, detectives also believe that additional witnesses and urging people to come forward. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so this is where he got arrested before. This was May 6th, 2021. Crown says domestic assault charges against known Hells Angel prospect. Crown prosecutors have stayed domestic assault charges against Killawana Hells Angel prospect. Jason Townsend, 43, was charged in August 2020 with assault by choking. The BC prosecution marked the file as an intimate partner violent case. Townsend's 2-day trial was meant to begin on Monday, but the Crown stayed the charges. The decision to stay the charges was made after Crown Counsel with conduct from file received information that led him to conclude that the charges assessment standard could no longer be met. Maybe that means they didn't have enough to prosecute or some shit like that. When the charges were first announced, Killawana RCMP said the Townsend fled the scene before police arrived at the Yates Road home early morning. August 7, 2020, officers were able to speak with the victim, who suffered non-threatening life injuries, determined she and Townsend knew each other. Later that same day, Townsend turned himself into police. Several photos of Townsend's Facebook page showed him wearing a leather vest with red and white patches that read Prospect in Killawana. He also shared several promotional videos for poker runs leaving from the Hells Angels clubhouse on Ellis Street. Earlier this week, a man described as a known prospect for Killawana Hells Angels, Colin Bailey, pleaded guilty to aggravated assault charges stemming from May 19th assault, 2019. Bailey's sentencing date is yet to be set. And now, fast forward to his sentencing date. Killawana Hells Angel prospect pleads guilty to aggravated assault charges. Man described as a known prospect for chapter of the Hells Angels pleaded guilty in 2019 assault, sent one man to the hospital. Colin Michael Bailey entered a plea of guilty of aggravated assault in Killawana courtroom Monday, May 3rd. What was met to be an outset of a 3-day trial. When Bailey was first arrested, RCMP said May 6, 2019, assault happened at an establishment at Bernard Avenue. A 41-year-old man was transported to the hospital as a result. Bailey's arrest came more than a week after they executed a search warrant at the Hells Angels clubhouse on May 15th. At May 10th, more than 2 years after they saw Bailey will be back in court to fix a date for his sentencing. And that was that. So they ended up raiding the clubhouse because of this dude. I'm sure they can't be too happy with him. But I mean, damn, if he's still a prospect, and that's a long damn time for him to still be a prospect. He was a prospect in 2019. It's 2025, and it says he's still a prospect. But the funniest thing is the comments. Hey, Boston 2%, what's going on? Shout out to Boston 2%. We have a great interview that's going to be dropping. Really good stuff. Shout out to Boston 2%. Go check him out on YouTube and anywhere else you can watch podcasts. Hey, Joseph Frank, how are you? It's been a while, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. You know we got the best content out here. Mountain Woman, how are you? Thank you guys for joining me today. Clubhouse is gone. Most of the chapter is gone. Canada has a lot going on up there. There's tons of stuff going on. If you guys haven't seen the show about Chuck Zito, part 1 is out now. Part 2 will drop tonight. It's a 5-part where I talk to I don't know what you would call him, a legal expert who's all over Fox News, CNN. Well, maybe not Fox News, but he's on CNN, Court TV. And we talk about Chuck Zito cooperating. You know, we've been on this Chuck Zito cooperating thing for a long time. And I believe we're the first ones to expose it. Chuck Zito and his Rule 35. There's a lot more content on the way. I can't wait to show you guys what I've been working on. I'm going to be bringing you something a little bit different. Same type of content, but just different. There's a lot of stuff going on down there in Georgia with the Black Biker set. Shout out to Black Dragon. He covers a lot of that. Go subscribe to Black Dragon. Shout out to Mike Ball. He does a lot of political stuff. He's got some great content. And go check out Biker News Canada. I think he has it's a very positive channel where he talks about different events that are going to be going on in different places. People don't talk about stuff like that, you know? Also, what I have coming up is I'm doing a show about one of the rats in the Hells Angels when he cooperated against a bunch of the members and the stuff that he was involved in. It's a wild story. You guys are going to like that one. And shout out to Pee Wee. We got a new one with Pee Wee dropping. Brand new. You know, Pee Wee's got some of the best stories out there. And we got some good information coming out. Make sure you guys go check out Mob Cops. That movie dropped too. And I hear it's really good. I'm going to probably watch it later on. Shout out to Travis. Shout out to Freedom Soda. Make sure you guys go check out Freedom Soda. And I'm going to be dropping part 3 of that event that I filmed on in Washington, D.C. I'll drop that today too. But go to Patreon and you will get exclusive content that you can't see anywhere else. And I'm going to start dropping some pre-recorded shows on the video side, not on the live side. So make sure you guys go check out the video side and you will be able to see them. And if you want to see the full interviews without any interruptions, join the membership and you don't have to wait for part 2, part 3. You could just watch them all, like bang, bang, bang. I have so many interviews dropping. I have like 50 interviews lined up that I have ready. So Larry Levine, Levine talking about Chuck Zito. We got London Outlaw, London, England. Mini Vitali's coming up. We got the Outlaw and the Hell's Angel together. We got Smurf, part of the Heathens motorcycle family. We got Travis. I have Boston 2%, the interview I did with him. I got so many interviews. You guys are really going to enjoy these. If you want to see the full interview without any interruptions, just join the membership. It's not that much. It's only a couple bucks. Oh, yeah. And I have another interview with Dean. If you guys remember who Dean is. Dean did like 30 years in prison. He's from Providence, Rhode Island. And we did a new interview yesterday. I almost forgot. We did a new interview. And you guys don't want to miss that one. It's really good. He went back to prison and he talks about that and what happened, and it's really good. The Boston 2% one is really good too. You guys are going to enjoy that one. But I'm here to bring you the best content possible. If you want content you can't see anywhere else, just hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I got a couple funny videos for you guys right now. And there's a couple serious and a couple funny. Check this out.
I can't hear you. What?
Now, this is a cop who is using his radar to give people tickets. Motorcycle cop. And watch. It's ironic.
That you were going 55 into 45? And now you're out here pulling people over for doing exactly what you do? That's kind of lame, right? Not much to say?
Look at this. Watch this.
Speed, 45. Mariana. I paced you going 48.
So he's pacing them.
52 now and 45.
Doing 52 in a 45, but he's giving other people tickets for the same damn thing.
Okay, I say
55.
5 now and 45.
Crazy. See, these cops, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. These people think they can get away with anything. They think they're above the law.
Where are we going? I paced this man going 58. Now, if he would have paced me going 58, I'd have to go to court and try to fight that shit.
I'm surprised he doesn't turn around, pull this guy over, and give him a ticket for going too fast in back of him. I've had a cop do that. I've had a cop pull over, let me pass him, and then give me a ticket.
Goes in a 35. 44.
That's funny. He confronts him about it.
That. I can't hear you. What? That you were going 55 into 45? And now you're out here pulling people over for doing exactly what you do? That's kind of...
Hey, what's going on? Z 1%er. Shout out to all the real ones out here. Love the new setup, Bill. Camera not shaking now either. Yeah, I got a new camera. It looks really good, huh? It's clear.
Kind of lame, right? Not much to say?
Yo, this is most of you guys' family member. This guy is funny as hell. Look at this guy. He thinks he is Chuck Zito. Watch this.
What's up, everybody? This is Joe Sauceman. Just hanging out, chilling. Appreciate everything. I want to talk about a little bit of my training, what I do as far as gym work and stuff like that, and stuff I do at home. We got a home gym, but I mostly just use the dumbbells from home. That's far as gym goes. We do have a treadmill. I was doing that a lot. But I do a lot of running around anyway. You know what I mean? I stick to mostly, like when I go to the actual gym, I stick to more like 20s, 25s, 30, 35s. I don't
holding his breath.
Only go up to 50. I sometimes at an actual gym, I'll go up to like 45. Because, there's a lot of people around, so I like, I try to show off. So sometimes I'm like, I'm trying to do.
He tries to show off in the gym, because he's shredded. This is mostly you guys' dad out here.
Lots of 20s. You know what I mean? Over and over again. You know what I mean? 20s. You know what I mean? 20s. 30s, 35, 40s. Yes, and it's, I think I go up to 45s. But I do a lot of cardio. I do have body fat,
I had to share this shit with you guys.
And, I do it. I was down to like 260. Now I'm up to 290, but.
Look at this. Now, this is a Harley going down this road and hits the death wobble. This is a scary situation. But he recovers it. A lot of people don't recover it. The reason for the death wobble is the level, like your weight disbursement. If you hit it the right way, you will go into this crazy ass death wobble, and a lot of people hit the ground with like from that. He recovered it. His heart is beating crazy fast. It's crazy. It reminds me of yesterday. I was on the highway and I look over and this car is just pulling into my lane. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking and there's a cop coming. And people pull over when a cop's coming. But goddamn, I'm on the highway doing 70. And this dude's like trying to push me off the road. And I had to slam on my brakes and let him go. He was going to smash right into me. This is a funny one. So these are all different videos clipped together. So this is a hilarious one. This guy lives at home with his dad, his older dad. And watch what his dad says.
The next time you start that up.
What?
The next time you start that up, you let me know. Because I'm working on my stereo focus to make it on fire. I'm walking the garage and fucking my heart. I can't, it's too,
I told you I was leaving.
He said, I told you I was leaving, but he didn't tell him when he was starting it up, and it scared the shit out of him.
How do I know when you're going to start it?
A lot of these bikes are loud as hell, like really loud. You could get pipes that are loud as hell.
God damn it, fuck, I don't want to die that way.
He said, I don't want to die that way. Now, this is an insane video. This guy, just watch the video. He recovers it. Did you see that? This dude, the car turned right into him and he recovered it.
Oh,
Look at this. Ready? He almost slammed into that 18-wheeler. You seen that? Holy shit. That's crazy he was able to recover that. That's insane. That's kind of like what happened to me yesterday. The dude pulled right into my lane. Crazy. Insane. I'm like shocked that he recovered that.
All right.
All right, man. See you later.
All right. Talk to you later. Uh-oh.
All right, watch this. This guy's back tire like locks up on the highway.
See you later.
All right, talk to you later. Uh-oh.
All right.
This motorcycle just had a bad tire. The tire blew out on the back end of his motorcycle. I'm gonna stop and help him. Talk to you later.
All right, see you. Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh. Dude is solid too, knowing it was also part of the fault, right? Hell yeah. Definitely. Kelowna? That's how you say it? Kelowna? Kelowna.
All right, talk to you later. Uh-oh.
All right.
This motorcycle just had a bad tire. The tire blew out on the back end of his motorcycle.
Then that reiterate my statement then. It's Kelowna. Thank you for that, Mountain Woman.
I'm gonna stop and help him. Talk to you later.
All right, see you. Bye.
All right, bye.
That could have been bad too.
All right.
All right, man. See you later.
All right, talk to you later. Uh-oh.
All right.
This motorcycle just had a bad tire. The tire blew out on the back end of his motorcycle. I'm gonna stop and help him. Talk to you later.
All right, see you. Bye.
All right, bye.
Could have been bad. Oh, look at this one. So this is the Vagos passing some dude, and they're not too happy with the guy for some reason. Because he's trying to blow around him, so the Vagos end up giving the dude the finger. Watch this. He blows by the pack. You see this dude almost hits him. See, they get pissed when you fly by their packs. Could be bad for you. Let's watch that other one real quick again. That was insane. Watch, you could see like the pavement, like he was like scraping the ground. He almost hit that 18-wheeler too. Insane. Front brakes? I don't know. I don't think he hit the front brakes. But he was able to recover it. I'm shocked he was able to recover it. Ooh, he almost hit that 18-wheeler. He's laughing because that's the way he deals with probably the way he deals with stress. But I appreciate all you guys watching the show. I really do. Thank you. We are growing at a rapid pace, and I'm very pleased with the way things are going. Shout out to Freedom Soda. We got a lot more on the way. Oh yeah, we got another one with Popcorn, former pagan president. So we get exclusive content over here. If you guys like exclusive content, join the Patreon, join the Spotify, check out the membership. There's tons of content over there. And if you like this show, hit the like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, you already know what to do. Start your own fucking podcast. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch. Peace.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.